I think the most important thing about open space is what Charles Eliot, the trustees founder, said is the healing power of nature. People come here to get a break, to relax, to regenerate themselves. We're here at Chesterfield Gorge. This is in West Chesterfield, Massachusetts. It's on the east branch of the Westfield River, and it's a rock gorge that was cut by glacial action over thousands of years. Chesterfield Gorge is one of over 110 properties the trustees of reservations own. The trustees is a land trust statewide that has been active since 1891. One of the first things that the trustees did was to create a study of the most threatened landscapes in Massachusetts, and Chesterfield Gorge was on that. They acquired it in 1929, so it's one of the early properties and one of our continuing success stories. The Westfield River itself is 3 branches. The east branch starts in Windsor, Massachusetts, and comes down into Chesterfield, goes through the gorge, and makes its way into Huntington. And then at the confluence in Huntington, it meets the middle branch, which comes from Middlefield, and the west branch, which comes out of Becket, and all together they go into Westfield and then meet the Connecticut River. Glacial meltwater formed this gorge. It was tremendous amounts of water over hundreds and thousands of years coming off the last glacier. If you think we had about a mile thick of ice when that started to melt, torrents after torrent came through here, and it carved through the rock. The rock is schist, which is originally a sea bottom mud that's been metamorphized. So you'll see water-worn rocks. You actually see potholes, which are caused by scouring the rock, spinning of the water with rocks inside them that cut down and you make these little holes. You actually see a dike in there, which is an igneous intrusion. It's a white quartz rock, and that actually cuts right across the whole gorge. You can see the remnants of it. That's a harder rock, and that stands out. The gorge is about 1/8 of a mile on the river, and it reaches depths of about 70 feet deep. It's probably 60 to 70 feet wide. On the north end of the gorge is the famous bridge abutment. That was a bridge that was built in the early 1770s. It was part of the original post road from Albany into Boston. After the Battle of Saratoga, the Hessian troops that were captured were marched across the bridge. And General Lafayette, when he came back here in the early 1800s on a sort of a triumphant tour, came across the bridge. So the bridge was destroyed in a flood in the middle 1800s. People use the gorge for a lot of different outdoor recreation things. Below the gorge is a really excellent fly fishing area. In fact, it's nationally and internationally known. The East Branch Trail is hiking, biking, all that kind of thing. People can swim below the gorge. They can't swim in the gorge. So on a hot day, you can dip your toes down the river. And then just coming and really taking in the grandeur that's the gorge. For Massachusetts, this is a pretty incredible feature, and especially if you're living in the Pioneer Valley, this is really quite a dramatic change to come up and see a gorge like this.